Hello, hello. How are we today, YouTube? So today I'm going to be talking about something very, very interesting. And that topic is and saving money with a business. So a lot of people, they have an idea for a business. Let's say you're like, I want to start an e-commerce business. I want to start drop shipping. I want to, start promoting a product or service. Let's say you got a brilliant idea and you're like, okay, so I want to start selling shirts online through Instagram, YouTube, or any other platform that, you can push yourself and brand your business on. But you don't know where to start and you don't know how to do it the right way so you can save and make as much money as possible. And that's what I'm going to talk about in today's video. So what I'm going to talk about is the fact that there's a right way to start a business, especially in this world today, and a wrong way. And the right way, I'll give the wrong way in a little bit, but the right way to start that business is by checking your numbers, having a backup plan, having a plan of action, POA, and really just knowing your facts and doing your research beforehand. I mean, sounds obvious, but the reality is a lot of people don't actually think about that and do that. So here I am, I'm giving you the breakdown of what you can do right now to start your own business. So first, what you're going to need a name for your business. You're going to have to come up with a design and logo. Do some research on colors, business name. Think of the things that you see in a business that really makes a business stand out. Okay, think about it. What does Coca-Cola have? They have a red label with white outline, and they have a bottle of a drink next to it. And that, when you hear the word Coca-Cola, that's what you think of, right? Or Pepsi, same thing, the blue with the red and white, and the beverage, right? And it's like, that's what you think of. Or Craftsfooding, yellow with a little red. And it's like, there's those colors, those symbols, and those letters, and those words were not a joke or accident. They didn't just randomly just pop into these people's heads one day and they created it. No, they did their research. They were like, okay, so what letters and what words could we use for our business? And what would that remind somebody of? For example, so I was talking with a friend the other day and I showed her my logo, El Capitan. I was like, so what do you even think this actually reminds you of? The first thing she said is, this reminds me of liquor. Captain Morgan. And I laughed because I was silly. I didn't actually get to doing this research beforehand. I made the mistake. So I'm coming on now here telling you guys what mistakes I made so you guys don't make those same mistakes yourself. So what I'm going to tell you right now, so do your research. Kind of think about when you think about a name for your business. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you are, there's other factors as well. So let's say you are a 25-year-old female and you're wanting to start an apparel line and you want to do like custom silk screened or custom like embroidered clothing where you sew beads or whatever it is onto your clothing. Sorry about that. Headphones just died. But so let's just say you're wanting to start a clothing brand. But the thing is you don't know really where to start. So your name, you're going to want to have for your brand, you're going to want to name it something relevant to your product. If you're wanting to start selling more products down the line, kind of think about that when you're creating that name. So are you going to sell more things than just shirts? Are you going to sell pants? Are you going to sell underwear? What else are you going to sell in that, under your product name and under your product brand? And think about what kind of names could go and associate with that. Are you going to lean towards more like the more adult-friendly clothing, like sexy lingerie? Are you going to more go towards t-shirts and more casual wear? You got to think about all these different aspects of the products, all the brands. Are you going to go for more like the badass, like, leather, jackets, outfits? Are you going to go more luxury suits and ties for like men and, outfits for women and men, dresses, skirts? Are you going to go for that kind of stuff? you have to think about that kind of stuff, and you got to think about names that kind of remind you of that. So like when you think of what your product is that you want to sell, what kind of name, just ask yourself, what name would remind me of what I'm wanting to sell, and let it come to you. And if you think about it for a little while, and then it'll come to you eventually. And then when it does come to you, use that as your name. And then when you're doing it, think of like, okay, so when I think about my brand name and my clothes and my products, what reminds me, what picture would I associate to that name? You got to have a system and a name and a product brand. That's what makes up your brand, is the name, the items, and the logo and the design. So you're then going to get a logo design. You can go onto Fiverr and you can get massive discounts on what you'd be paying to get a logo done. You can get a website done for these items. And then what you do is you do what I love to do, which is go find the cheapest products from the best locations and sources. If you need a hookup on that when you decide to start that business, let's say you decide to start a clothing company, right? And you're just wanting, let's say, I'll give a simple example. Let's say you start with shirts. That's all you do. You sell small, medium, large, extra large, right? And that's all you do. Okay, but you do like custom, like I'm wearing a Nike shirt, right? You see how they have like brand names, but that's all they did, is they did those colors of like, let's do, just do it, because that's Nike's slogan. That's another thing you're going to want to have, is a slogan. Think of something whenever, not a lot of people have that as much, so it's not as important, but bigger companies, you can grade that further on in the business, but like a lot of companies do have a slogan to like kind of remind people of, when you see that, you associate that slogan to the company, and you're going to want to have that eventually as well. So my tips on that's how to generally start. Once you have that, you want to go get your business legalized. You want to go, there's some other resources that I can think of. LegalZoom is a great place to go to get everything covered. Lawyers, they have, signing tools in the back office, really easy. I can give you, if you hit me up, I'm going to put my handles for my social media in the comments here, so that way you can go hit me up and find me. You can talk to me, hit me up if you have more questions. I'm always happy here to help and give you more business tips and kind of get you started in the right direction, because I've done it. I've started from scratch. I started a tea business at age 11. And I ran it successfully for 6 years. And that was still when I was in high school. Long story short, it kind of ended because I kind of started focusing more on high school. And I figured that was slightly more important than running a 3/4 time business. But I'm working on getting that back up and running. But my point there is, I've done the heavy work, right? I've done it, been there. And I got to a point where I was making, running a tea business one day a week at the farmer's market, I was making probably about $300 on a per day basis. And if I had been doing it every day and I wasn't going to school, wasn't in extracurricular activities, I would have probably been making close to like $300-400 a day, just selling for 4 hours at a farmer's market and selling at stores and other locations. Probably even more by now. I probably could be an international brand by now if I had done it right. But yet again, I was 12, 14, 15, right? So it's like, you can't really expect a little kid like that to know every aspect of a business. But because I surrounded myself with all those kind of people, that's another thing. Who you surround yourself with is massive. You got to be surrounded by the right people. But I wanted to come on, kind of give you and steer you guys in the right direction, kind of give you a perspective on what to think about when you're starting your brand, your business, just the basics. I'm going to do another video here in a while, probably maybe next week, on, kind of the more in-depth things that you have to think about. And as I said, in the meanwhile, if you're interested in actually starting a business and you want to get going and roaring like right now, please hit me up. I'm happy to help you. Got a lot of free tips. And if you want somebody who's going to be able to hook you up with the best prices on the best products for your business, to where you're going to be able to maximize profit and minimize loss and cut out a lot of the risk that it's going to take to actually get a business started, funding. I can get you connected to funding sources. I have a group of business entrepreneurs and investors who would be able to, fund your business, get you to where you want to go. So if you're wanting in on that and you have an idea and it's all on paper and you have the business plan, you have everything but the money, or even you have a little bit, but you're not sure quite what else to do, I got a team. I got some people I'm working with, and I can be of massive value to you. So if you feel like any of that's interesting and you want to get involved, or you want to connect with me, or you want to get started on a business, an actual business, I'm not talking no MLM or network marketing crap here. I'm talking actual legit legalized enterprise. Okay. So if you're interested in that, you want more information, you want to connect with me, as I said, please reach out. I'm not going to try to push you on any extra products or anything like that. I'm just here to help and give value because, to me, this is a bad time right now in the economy. But I also see when the economy's down, it's a great time to get ahead and plant yourself in a position to get ahead and explode when the economy starts turning itself around and things start going back to normal. Guarantee you, 3-4 years from now, our economy is going to be completely different than what it is. As soon as these COVID restrictions and stuff start calming down and, things start going back to normal, nothing will be ever really truly 100% normal as they used to be. Things are going to be running different. But the thing is if you are flexible, you're able to shift with the times and with the economy and the way things are going, and you're able to start getting into business and you're open to starting to change the way you live your life and the way you run your life, the economy, especially when it's in a time like this where we're in crisis, can be one of the best catalysts to make millionaires. And if you take the chance to do it now, you don't need a lot of money. That's the thing. A lot of people are under the impression that you need millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars or even $50,000 to start a successful business. No, you just need to have the skill sets and the knowledge and a little bit of money and the right network to start. And I have all of that laid out already. So if you want to join and work in with people and start getting connected to the right people so you can start working on becoming successful, hit me up. I got you. I'm here to support. I'm not here to, as I said, I'm not here to rob people of, something, and I don't want to get involved with people who aren't really serious about starting, something new, and they're not serious about changing their life. I want to work with people who are sick and tired of being in this negative mindset, sick and tired of being cooped up at home, sick and tired of not being able to have money and not have time with their family because they're making minimum wage or less and they're just chilling at home, not knowing what to do, or they're collecting money from the government and they're really unhappy with their life and they're just sitting at home getting depressed because they're not looking at this as an opportunity. They're looking at it as a poor me. I'm not getting ahead. They're looking at it from the mindset of everything in my life is going wrong around me. Why am I here? They're not looking at as, oh my gosh, this is the perfect time for me to get started. And when things start returning to better, I'm going to be in a position to explode. Okay. So that's first tip of mindset. If you want to succeed, take that mindset and you will start getting ahead. All right. I really appreciate for everyone who watched this. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and comment on this video because that gets more followers, more people to see my content. So that way when you like and subscribe and share my content with other people, it gets more people to be able to see this stuff because I really feel like I can give an impact to people. And that's what I want to do. I want to help as many people as I can possible change their lives right now. Especially this is the perfect time to do that. And this is the perfect time for you to change your life. So if you resonate with this content, I really appreciate that. And honestly, as I said, I'm just here to help, man. I'm really here to help. And I just want to give back to as many people as possible. And I want to help as many people climb to the top and hit their goals and dreams. I'm not saying you're going to be a millionaire overnight. I'm not saying you're going to be rich in, 5 months. No, hell no. Pardon my French, but that doesn't work. That doesn't happen. That's like buying the lottery ticket or buying into the casino and, playing the slot machine and hoping you're going to become a millionaire. And nah, it doesn't work. So, but as I was saying, I'm really here to change lives for the people who want to. And if you resonate with that and you want to come along on the journey with me, I would love to help you and support that. As I said, this isn't no, network marketing, MLM. I'm pushing you into this, hierarchical, sales system. No, this is me about actually helping and empowering you to start your own business and getting you into a network of millionaires and billionaires who actually run their own corporate businesses and helping you get to the point where you're running a corporate successful business empire yourself. Because that's where it's at. And so many people are pushing the hype of a false life versus the reality. And I'm here to start spreading the word about that other life and how it's wrong. And how, the real way to do it is actually starting your own true business, not thinking you're starting your own business by getting into a network marketing business or a sales business and where you're just basically a glorified sales rep of a product of a company that already started and already exists, versus starting your own, becoming innovative, creating your own brand, creating your own product. Yeah, it takes time. Yeah, it takes work. Yeah, it takes effort. But if you do it right. And as I said, you surround yourself with the right people, you will succeed. Okay. I really appreciate everyone who ends up watching this. As I said, please like, comment on this video, subscribe so more people will see this. And I really hope that you got some value out of this. Enjoy. Have a great rest of your day. And thank you for watching.